In this series, I spent $100,000 on this abandoned gold mine and $50,000 building a custom wash plant from scratch in the hopes to make millions. Will I be able to do it or will I go broke? Stay tuned and find out. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're on our way to our brand new gold mine. I ended up paying $100,000 for this mine. I spent $50,000 actually building a wash plant. So we got $15,000 to pay for fuel or any other parts we're going to need until we can actually start making some money. So before I left town, I was actually talking to a couple of local miners and they know this area pretty good. Apparently the miner that actually owned the mine before us, he's been here since the early 2000s and he's actually had pretty good luck until the last couple years. He made a couple bad decisions and he just couldn't pay his bills, so this mine's been abandoned for almost 2 years. But anyway, let's check everything out. So this is the custom wash plant I've been building for the last 6 weeks and I'm hoping it's actually going to be good for this area. I guess time will tell. But over here is the loader that actually came with the mine site, and guys, it is super old. I don't even know what it is or the year as long as it starts, but I got a feeling it's been abandoned for almost 2 years, so it probably needs a battery and a little bit of TLC. And over here we actually got, I guess this is where we're going to be staying. Okay, I guess they took all the furniture, so it looks like I'm sleeping in a chair. But they did leave the sheets and some blankets, so I guess we won't be cold. Thanks, I guess. I guess it's my fault for not actually bringing anything with me. I just assumed the mine would have it. And over here is the cut, and guys, the cut is actually really flooded, but I must say there's still a nice bit of pay dirt we can run through our plant. So I guess I should probably fuel up the plant and we can get started and try to get some money. Alright, so I got the wash plant filled up. The only thing left to do now is try to get our dinosaur of a loader started up. So I'm gonna bring the truck over because I actually got a spare battery. It's not brand new. I do have spray and we got the fuel. I think this loader might need all three. But you know what? I actually didn't try this loader, so maybe it might start. So let's hop up and see. Okay, here we go. Nope. It's pretty close, but it do need a little bit of help. Now, the battery's been sitting for 2 years, so that might be a reason. So I think the best option right now is to change the battery and grab our spray and see if we can actually get this fired up so we can actually start mining, guys. What did I get myself into? Now I just gotta find the air filter. I don't really see it. Oh, here it is. It's on this side. They got it cased in really good. You can't actually see the motor. Well, I think that should be enough spray, so let's hop up and pray it actually fires up. Okay, it's almost there. What can I do now? Oh, wait a minute, it fired up. Oh, and the fuel gauge is reading empty. I don't know if it's actually broke, but just in case, we'll top it up. Okay, so I just fired up the wash plant. Everything is running fine. The loader is running fine for now. I can't wait to see what this wash plant can do. I think my plan right now is to run for about 2 hours to see how everything is holding up. I might have to adjust a few things, tighten some things up, but I think overall it should run good. I did do a practice run back at the house. Now, I didn't have enough dirt to actually run for a couple hours, so I don't know how it's going to hold up. But as of right now, everything seems to be okay. Fingers crossed that nothing major happens. Well, I've been doing this for about 45 minutes now. I say we got about 10 buckets put through, and overall we got no major problems so far. But I am noticing there's bigger rocks in this ground, so I gotta be careful when I'm bringing it over because our hopper can't handle anything bigger than 12 inches. So I should have probably put a grizzly on top. We do have a grizzly on the bottom, but it's just not the same. Okay, so it's been about 2 hours and we put through about 30 buckets, which isn't too bad. Everything looks like it's running okay. We got good water pressure. The riffles look like they're catching some gold. I'm starting to see colors, so that's a good sign. I think I should just continue on and hopefully we can get a cleanup done by today. I'm looking to get at least 5 ounces on this test run, so we'll be running for close to 12 hours. And I think that would be a good gauge to see how much gold's actually in this property. If I can get over 5 ounces, that means this ground is definitely worthwhile and we'll be able to upgrade our equipment a lot faster. But if you guys are enjoying this content and would like to see more gold mining videos, smash the like button and subscribe. Okay, so we just ran for about 12 hours, and I think it's time to shut down the wash plant and do a cleanup. Alright, so I just finished my very first cleanup, and we got 1 bucket of concentrate. I do see a nice bit of colors, so I'm hoping we got at least 5 ounces. I just finished cleaning the gold, and we ended up getting 10 ounces, which is double what we thought we were going to get, so this ground is pretty promising. The jar shows a bit more, but that's actually not what's in it. But right now, I'm actually going to run to town and sell the gold. I need to buy a couple things for the loader. One of the hydraulic lines is actually leaking, so I think it would be a good idea to pick up a spare one. Well, I just got to town. It took me about 2 hours, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to sell this gold. And right now, gold prices are really high, so this should help us out a nice bit. Holy smokes, I just made $29,000 off 10 ounces of gold. So now we got $44,000, and I think the best option is to go see if we can find a piece of equipment we can actually afford. I just spent $42,000, and we ended up getting this gold safe, and we got a conveyor. Does a miner poop in the woods? Well, he did until now. We just got a porta potty. And no, I didn't buy that conveyor. I wish I had the money for it. We bought the red one. They should be delivering it sometime this week. When I was inside the shop, I was actually talking to a couple of local miners in this area, and I found out our property was actually drilled about 10 years ago. So there's a copy of drill records somewhere. I'm going to try to reach out to the previous owner to see if I can get them. That way we can actually pinpoint where this gold is. Who is this? Oh, this can't be good. Guys, it's never a good sign when there's a random vehicle on your mine site, so I guess I kind of know who this is. Well, that's just great. I found out from the mining officer. He just said our water license wasn't renewed, so that means we got 2 weeks left, or we gotta pay $45,000 to renew it. And guess what, guys? Who just spent $42,000 of the $44,000 they had? This guy right here. So now we don't have enough. But at least now I have a porta potty so I can use the bathroom or throw up from seeing that bill. Oh, guys. So I just went over the paperwork he gave me about the mine site and the water license, and if we go past 14 days and we're still using water, we're getting fined $50,000 every day. Oh yeah, and there's a possibility we can go to jail up to 1 year. I can't go to jail. Anyways, I should probably start mining so that don't happen. Everything looks good, the water pressure is good. It's gonna be a late night for us, so let's get started. I'm just gonna have to take my time because if we break anything on the wash plant or the loader, it's gonna put us behind and we probably won't make the deadline. And I really don't have extra money for a disaster to happen right now, so hopefully we can run smoothly, get another cleanup so we can actually pay our bills. Well guys, that really sucks because it puts a damper on my plans. I was actually planning on buying another piece of equipment, maybe a bigger loader, excavator. I'm thinking about getting a rock truck in the future because as soon as we go back further, the pay is going to be further away, and that could cause the wash plant to go dry with material, causing water to whitewash the gold at the sluice run. And right now we can't really afford to lose any gold. That's $45,000 we could have used somewhere else. So I've been running for about 2 hours now. What is that sound? It actually sounds like there's some... That must be a rock. Please be a rock. I can't afford anything else to be wrong. I'm just going to grab another bucket, put it through the system, and hopefully it works the kinks out itself. I'm hoping it's just a rock, but if not, and I go up there and the sound's still there, we're going to have to check this out. This could be a big setback for us, and I can't afford downtime. Yeah, this don't sound right. It sounds like a piece of metal's broke off somewhere, so we'll park the loader, shut down the wash plant, and hopefully this could be an easy fix. I'm thinking it's something to do with the trommel. I'm hoping it's one of the wear plates, because if it's something I gotta order in, I don't have the money for it and I don't have the time. Oh yeah, I see the problem. So the screen on the outer trommel that actually separates the gold from the rock, one of the bars is actually bent out, and every time it goes around it's hitting the support beam, which is not good. Over time that's going to cause a big problem. So I'm going to go up, grab the welder, go down and see if we can actually heat it up and try to weld it back in place, and hopefully we can do it quick, because if I actually got to cut the piece out, put a new one in, it's going to take about 4 hours. But that reminds me, I actually don't have a lot of scrap steel left over, so I should probably put an order in and get a couple sheets. So we got some up here just in case something like this happens again. We can cut it out and do a bush fix and get everything back up and running. So now that I'm actually looking at the damage, I could tell that was done by a rock. So I'm gonna jump up on the trommel, see if there's any more damage, and to see how a big rock got through. Okay, there we go. I see the culprit. Oh, this ain't good. So the hopper design I actually got 20 bars that go across as a grizzly that stop big rocks from going through, and it looks like 2 or 3 of them actually busted off, causing a big hole for a big rock to get through and busting up our trommel. So I'm gonna get those welded back on so we can get back and running and try to make some money. Well guys, I knew gold mining was actually really hard, but This is just crazy. The problems we're having, I guess it is a brand new plant, so there is going to be some problems that you got to try to work through. So hopefully this is the last bit of problems we're going to have. Well, I think we did a good job welding those back on, so we'll put the welder over by this tree for now, just so we can get back to running. And there is actually a grizzly on this site, so maybe we might have to use it just to filter out the bigger rocks, because there is actually a lot in this area. But everything looks good with the wash plant. The trauma where we fixed, you could barely notice it. Just hoping my welds hold up on the grizzly so we don't have that problem again. I just got off the phone with the shop where we bought our conveyor, and I got them to put a grizzly on it, so that could save us a little bit in the future. And they also informed me there's actually going to be an auction on another abandoned mine coming up very soon, so there's going to be a nice bit of equipment for sale. So I need to grind for the next couple of days, so I got enough money to pay our bill with the mining officer and have some money to actually buy some equipment. We might be able to find something really good at this auction that will help us speed up our process. Well, that can't be good. The loader just shut off, lost all power. Now I've been noticing it was sputtering a bit when I was going out for the last bucket, but I didn't think anything of it. Oh, it's still happening. What can this be? Maybe it's a fuel problem. You know what? We didn't change the filters, so maybe that's a good start. So I'm actually gonna go get the truck. We're probably gonna do an oil change too, just to make sure. That's the only thing I can see that's actually wrong with this, because when it do fire up, it runs pretty. Now I can't say it was running perfect because it actually wasn't. It was running pretty terrible, but I can't see anything else being wrong with it. I just checked the oil and there is some on the dipstick. Now it is pretty black. I'm just gonna try it before. Okay, it fired up. Maybe it was just a fluke. It probably got too hot. I didn't really check the coolant. Maybe I should have, but at least we're able to mine again. So in the future, I guess very soon, we're gonna have to do a service on this to get it up and running. Never mind, it just cut out again. I guess we're going to be doing that service right now. I'm just hoping it is something simple because I'm not a mechanic. I can do the basic stuff like change filters, add coolant, do an oil change. Oh, before I do this, I should probably shut down the wash plant so we don't lose all of our gold. Well, that could have been a lot worse. We could have lost gold, but I can still see we got a nice bit in there. Now we got to try to fix this loader so we can continue running so we can actually pay our bills. So to get a mechanic out here would actually cost a lot of money. So I'm going to go grab the truck and we're going to try the basic stuff and hopefully we can get that to work because I don't have the money to actually get a mechanic and to buy another piece of equipment. So we're kind of in a hard place right now. So I guess the first thing I'm going to try is to actually do an oil change. So I'm going to grab my bucket, put it under and try to catch all the oil. I sure hope this bucket is enough. If we can get this loader fixed, we're not going to be buying another one. We're going to try to get an excavator because the way we're running, we're actually going through a nice bit of pay and we need to start clearing off an area. And I know dozers are a bit expensive, so I don't think we're going to be able to get one right now. Alright, so we got that done. Let's just dump it in the water. I'm just joking, guys. There was no oil in the loader. Yeah, that might be the reason. I guess when I checked it earlier, it was just stuff left on the dipstick because there was no oil in the motor. I'm surprised we still got a motor. Well, I mean, we probably don't have a motor. I guess I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. We still got to try it out and make sure it still works. Please let it work because we need a loader, we need to pay the bills, and we need to get an excavator so we can start prospecting areas for our next cut. And now for the moment of truth. Will this loader start? Wow, it's starting up right away. I guess it just needs a little TLC and a bit of maintenance, but the real test will be when we're actually under strain and running it for a couple hours. And it's getting pretty late, so I don't think we're going to be doing that tonight. I'm thinking about going inside and trying to get a hold of the previous owner so we can get the drill report so we got a bit of an idea where we can mine next. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Gold Mine series. Right now we're just doing a cleanup. I've been running for about 3 days and we get 3 buckets of concentrate, and I looked at it, it looks like there's a nice bit of color. Well, I'm hoping anyway, because as of right now I have half the cut actually mined out and we don't have another cut actually opened up because I don't have the equipment for it right now. But I'm hoping with this cleanup I get enough money to buy more equipment. Wow guys, so I ended up with 85 ounces of gold, which is a lot. Now if we can keep that up for the rest of the season, we should be able to get our goal of 500 ounces. But right now I'm going to run to town, sell this gold, and see if we can get some equipment. But guys, I actually got a hold of the previous owner and I got the drill reports and I know exactly where we're going to mine next, and it kind of makes sense. Alright, so I've been driving for close to an hour now and I'm finally to the spot where I'm going to be selling the gold. Now gold prices did drop a little bit. It was $2,900 an ounce, but it's gotten down to $2,800. That's still a lot of money and it should be able to get us close to $200,000, so we're able to buy some equipment. So there's actually an auction today of an abandoned gold mine, so there's going to be equipment for sale, and if we get enough money right now, we can actually buy some. Wow, okay, so that was probably the best cleanup we had so far. I know we only had one other one, but we made $238,000, which is going to help us out a lot. Okay, so I'm almost back to the mine site, and I'm going to actually show you guys exactly what my plan is for our next cut. I'm going to call it the money pit because if I'm correct and if the drill reports are right, that's where all the gold should be. As of right now, I probably got at least 3 or 4 more days left of mining up here, but I kind of want to get the next area ready. It only makes sense, so there's not much downtime. Okay, so looking at the drill reports and following this river, so this used to be an ancient riverbed that used to be 10 times the size of it right now. So my theory is if you go down the river, there's this little area down here where the water slows down, as you could tell, but my plan is to go past that because I think over time the ground built up. But down here there should be a lot of gold. It looked like there was a bend in the river here and that slows down the river and gold gets deposited. So I think we're going to do a cut here. Later on, we'll probably join onto it and go that way. But right here looks like there should be a lot of gold. I think anyway. But the problem with that right now, I don't have the equipment to do it. So we need to go find some equipment and get it brought here so we can actually get this started. Well guys, I was able to find some equipment, so I ended up paying $180,000, so we're left with $60,000 now. That seems like a lot of money, but I still owe money for the water license. I know I should probably pay it while I get the money, but we might need it for fuel or any parts we're going to need. So I'm going to wait. I know it's probably not the best decision, so that equipment should be brought up here later on today. So for now, we're just going to keep running pay with this loader. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I'm also trading this loader and the conveyor we just bought in just to help with it a bit. But this equipment should help us out a lot. So we're getting a rock truck, another loader, and we're getting an excavator. So we're able to bring the pay up. Now, I don't know yet if I'm going to move the wash plant. There's not a lot of water down there, and up here we can actually recycle it so it's clean before it goes back into the waterway and we don't get in trouble. That's the last thing I need right now, is to get in trouble with the mining officer, because our water license is actually running out very soon and I'm trying to renew it, and if we did something like that, we'll never get one again for this area. Alright, so I've been running for a couple hours now and the guy's been back and forth dropping off equipment. They took the conveyor and they're bringing the last piece in right now, and when he gets here we're gonna have to drive down with this loader, put it on the trailer, and get our other one. Well, I just got a call, he's actually here, so I'm gonna shut down the wash plant so we don't lose any gold out of the sluice box. Wow, so I can actually see a bit of color, so this ground is actually really good. I'm hoping that the next area is even better, because as of right now we're not making a lot of money, and the equipment we actually bought is not very new. We're going to need to upgrade before the end of the season, because where we're mining right now there's a lot of overburden. There's at least 6 feet where we're going next, and our rock truck is pretty small, our excavator is small, and we don't have a dozer yet, and that's going to cost close to $2 million, and we still got bills and we got to pay for fuel. But enough of that, so we got the loader put on the trailer. Let's go sign the paperwork so he can get on his way and we can get back to work. Wow, so this rock truck is actually a lot smaller in person. Okay, I mean, it's going to be good for now, but we're definitely going to have to upgrade it. It is pretty old. And over here we have the Volvo loader. I've never seen one like this before. Hopefully it keeps up. The bucket is a bit smaller, but oh well. And over here's the Cat 325 excavator. I actually bought that from the dealership. That's why I traded in the loader and the conveyor, so we could actually get the price down a little bit. I only had to pay $40,000 with them, and the rest of the money went to this combo deal with the loader and the rock truck. But my plan right now is to run for a couple more hours so we can get at least 6 hours on the wash plant today. Then we're going to go down and try to figure out what we're going to do with our next cut. So my plan with the money pit cut is actually open up enough so we can run for about 3 to 4 weeks so we can get enough money to get bigger equipment. So it makes it a lot easier opening up the next section, because a dozer will come in handy there, because 6 feet of overburden and just one guy with a rock truck and excavator, it takes a lot longer. If I had a dozer I could just push it all to the side. Right now we got to do what we can, so if we can open this up and actually get good money, we could buy bigger equipment. But right now let's keep running. We gotta make sure we're still getting gold to fund this next operation. Alright, so I just ran for about 6 hours and we put a big dent into the pile, but I think that should be enough for now. I think the best option would be to go down and actually try to get the money pit opened up. So we'll shut down the wash plant, and then I'm going to go down, grab the rock truck and excavator, go to the money pit and try to get it opened up, because it's going to take probably 2 days. Now I'm going to be putting in a lot of hours tonight and tomorrow. to try to get it down to pay because I got about 3 to 4 more days left up on the main cut, and then we got no more pay to run through the plant, and then the bills start piling up, and that's not good. So I'm gonna bring the excavator over and we're gonna start digging. I'm hoping the overburden is not as high as I think. A dozer would have been a lot better here because I could have just pushed the dirt. Alright guys, so it's actually been 3 days and I finally got the money pit stripped. So we're gonna go down. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I got done. So it ended up costing a nice bit. There was more overburden in some spots. It was over 12 feet deep and that took a lot of time to do, but we got it done. But my plan is to actually get the other area done before I come down here and try to load out this pay. But on the plus side, it seems like there's actually a lot of pay here, so it should be good enough for at least 4 weeks. So I'm gonna go back up and try to get another cleanup done because as of right now, I actually owe $60,000 to the fuel man for that cut. Yeah, that was expensive to do. There was a lot of dirt to move. So we're going to keep running this pay and hopefully we can get this done in a day and a half, get a good cleanup, and we pay our fuel bill so we can actually get some more brought up next week. But if you guys are enjoying this gold mine series and would like to see more, smash the like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. So I've been running for about 2 hours now and we actually put a nice bit of pay through the plant. The only problem I'm having now, I gotta go super fast just to keep up. And this loader is not very comfortable. There's no ride control, so it's throwing me around a nice bit. And there's a really bad bump right here. I hit my head off the roof almost every time, but I can't slow down or the plant goes dry and we lose gold. Well guys, here goes the last bucket of this claim. Now there is a bit more material here, but it's underwater. I don't really want to put it through the plant because it kind of clogs it up, so I'm going to leave it here for now. Now that probably got the most gold in it, but that's a risk I'm willing to take. I don't want to go up, clog up the hopper, and have to go in and shovel it out. Anyways, I got the wash plant shut down. It's time for cleanup, so I'm hoping we got at least 100 ounces of gold. That way we can actually get more equipment and pay our fuel bill. I would like to get a dozer next if I can. Wow guys, so I ended up with 6 buckets of concentrate. That gotta be the best cleanup we're probably gonna have this year. I can't wait to bring it up to the gold room to see how many ounces we actually got. But by looking at it, there's a nice bit of color, so I think we definitely got close to 100 ounces. Guys, we got 175 ounces. That is crazy. This jar is so heavy. It is full. We're going straight to town to sell this right now while gold prices are still pretty high. Holy smokes guys, okay, we made close to $500,000 off this gold. Oh my, that's a lot of money. What are we gonna do? Okay, first things first, let's go pay our fuel bill, go pay for our water license before we actually start buying equipment. But this is actually gonna be it for this video, and if you guys are enjoying this series, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.